What's going on, man? Y'all done tuned in to 163 The Ville podcast, man. I'm your boy, Ab G. This is episode 5. I was gonna do a hot topic of the day, but I was like, nah, I gotta really talk about this because my hot topics be about 6 minutes or something like that. And so I really want to dive deep into this conversation. This is the sports edition. And so, things be bothering me with fans. I'm a fan, I'm a Lakers fan, been since, my dog, Kobe, rest in peace to the greatest Lakers to me of all times. I was a Laker fan since Kobe had the afro. I grew up. Everybody know I'm a Jordan fan. Grew up a Bulls fan. Grew up watching them as a kid. That was my dad used to always watch them. I wanted to play basketball because of Jordan. Everybody knew Jordan my favorite player. Kobe second, and then everybody else after that. But I'm a Lakers fan nonetheless. I've been a Lakers fan probably longer than I've been a Bulls fan, right? Because I was a little bitty kid watching Chicago, wanted to be a Jordan fan, but yeah, I talk with Jordan a little bit. I talk on that topic, but I can't do a hot topic of it. I can't do a hot topic of the day with that because I gotta really talk and really talk to y'all. I know I ain't been posting a lot, but I got some things that I'm working on. I got a new logo coming in, so I can do merch with that. So we'll be looking for that. I got a new intro coming in. Just waiting on my homeboy to finish with that. And man, shout out to D, man. He got some good stuff brewing too. And make sure y'all subscribe to my channel, 163 The Ville Podcast. You can catch me on all podcast platforms where we get your podcast from. You can definitely find me up there, man. We'll be posting more often. I know I keep saying that, but just bear with me. And y'all follow my gaming channel too, man. Y'all want to just look at good content, laugh a little bit and stuff like that. That is ALB Gaming, ALB dash G Gaming. Y'all check that out, man. But the playoff series, right? Um, Warrior fans and Lakers fans. I'm a Lakers fan, and as we know, congratulations to my Lakers for making it into the conference championship. We beat the Warriors like I said we were gonna do in game 6, right? I said we were gonna win in game 6. I wanted the Warriors. I didn't want the king. I wanted the Warriors because I wanted us to be the ones to knock off the defending champs, right? I know a lot of Warrior fans on my page. Warrior fans, all of a sudden, we know how it go. Whatever team's doing good, that's hot. You know, you kind of understand how that go. You got fans that just only was there when they started getting hot. And I know a lot of fans like that, right? There was never fans. There was never fans. There was never fans until the Warriors started winning championship. I never heard like a lot of people that Warriors fans. I never heard them rooting for the Warriors. Never, never. They had a lot of people that was Heat fan when the Heat was hot, and then everybody in the mama was Heat fans. And then when they cooled down a little bit, it's only one person that I know that is that's a diehard Heat fan through and through way before the championships, and that was Lacey. Shout out to Lacey, man, from Thibodeau, man. One of my best friends. She's one of the dopest people in the world. We always talk about kicks and shit like that. One of my best friends. She the only one that I know that's a true Heat fan. And then it's seen the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, and the ugly. She the only one that I know. And when the Heat broke up and they started cooling off, you don't hear about the Heat no more. Warriors started getting hot. Then that's what I even know people that were Spurs fans that was like real Spurs fans. All of a sudden, they're not winning no more. Then they gone. Then you have us Lakers fans that was there since day one, since Kobe got there. Um, like this stuff like that. Um, so like us, some of us was Lakers fans, like me, Dominique, that I know they've been Lakers fans since forever, before the 5 championships, right? We don't even count the ones that we wasn't Lakers fans. That's like Kobe on to now, Lakers fans, right? We don't even count the ones that we wasn't even involved fans was. We don't count those, you know what I'm saying? We only count the 5 and the one that LeBron got with us. That's the only ones that we count, right? But now all of a sudden you got these Warriors fans that just popping out the woodwork. It seems like every year, you know, they win rings. You gotta, they popping up, they popping up, they popping up. You know what I'm saying? And so that's that's to be expected, right? Bandwagons. That's just part of sports, whatever like that. that's another story for a different day, for a different day, right? But this whole narrative that Warriors fans and they keep they what they do is they forget about the facts, right? And this is directly at Warrior fan because like people that just hating on the Lakers and crying about stuff like that, and then if we win, we're not supposed to celebrate, and then the narrative if we lose, we don't talk. If you lose, you can't say nothing. What you supposed to say when you lose? What you said? What you supposed to, like if you a team and your team loses, what are we supposed to say? Like when the Warriors beat them 2 games, right? What are we supposed to say? I say Lakers in 6. That's all I say, right? When you lose, you really can't talk trash. When you win, you can. That's just how it go. That's just how sports always been. You win, you talk noise. You lose, you shut your damn mouth. That's just the way it is. I don't know why all of a sudden, if you lose, we supposed to talk trash. Nah, let them celebrate they beating us that game, and then we gonna get back to talking our talk when we bust that ass like we did. Like I said, we were gonna do. Excuse my French, right? And so now the narrative if the referees helped us win, right? Now this is when I deal with facts and not feelings, right? And I'm gonna read the facts. I took some pictures, I took screenshots of certain things, right? Just so I can have my facts right, right? Take out the facts. And when we lost the 2 games, I didn't blame the referees. We just got our head bust, right? They just bust our behinds. Okay. Didn't make no excuses, didn't blame the refs and all this other stuff, crying and whining. Nah, when we lost, I blamed our players. I blamed AD for playing soft. I blame our players. I didn't blame the referees. I didn't blame the Warriors. I didn't blame the fans and crying and oh my God. And it seems like the only people that said something about fouling was Warrior fans, right? Or people that's not even fan of the Lakers. They want to bring up foul. But it's amazing that NBA analysts, tired NBA analysts, or analysts that's been doing this for over 30 plus years, never brought up fouling or the referee was helping us, right? And so it's like all the Warrior fans or the people that didn't want the Lakers to win, they are right. And the people that have been doing this way longer than us, or even played the game of basketball, should I say, um, they are wrong somehow too, right? Are they like to paint this narrative? Oh, Vegas had their hands all over this, right? I think it's some BS because everybody knows Steph Curry and the Splash Brothers. That's the golden child of the NBA. They can't do no wrong, and nobody really want to see LeBron get another ring and all this other stuff. Like, so if Vegas had anything to do with it, I think it would have played more into the Warriors' favor, which I don't. I think it's just a BS. I just think it's a bunch of people that just mad because their team lost, like I said they was going to do, and I wanted them Warriors. I didn't want the count. I wanted us to be the one to put the Warriors out, and we did just that. You hear me? But I deal with facts, right? I deal with facts, not feelings, right? Now, fact number one is we was the regular season. We was the team that got the most free, like got fouled the most, right? Because 9 times out of 10, the team that we had, right, we didn't have a bunch of jump. We didn't have a bunch of jump shooters. Like we was the most aggressive team because we had people that can drive the ball, right? We had Russell, we had Russ, we had, Pat Bev. Like we didn't have a bunch of jump shot people that can make jump shots, right? So most of the time, the most aggressive team gonna get the foul, right? So yes, we led the league in getting fouled the most, right? But what the Warriors fans failed to keep out or hide, right? Instead of hiding behind, they hide behind the fact the referees getting fouled. The refs is picking on the Warriors, right? If we look at the regular season, right? I think they led the league in fouls. So that means that, they foul more than they play defense, right? And they turn over the ball way more than any team in the NBA. And what happens when they carry it on into the playoffs? The same problem they had in the regular season, right? The same problem they had in the regular season is the same problem they had in the postseason, right? Turn over the ball too much and foul way too much. That's the two problems that they had. And they take more jump shots than anybody else. They take more threes more than anybody else in the league, right? That's a fact. Another fact is if you are a jump, if you are a jump shot shooting team, you're probably going to get fouled less than anybody else that drives the ball because majority of your shots coming from the 3-point line, right? They take more 3-point shots than anybody. So what's happening is they're going to miss most. So it's one of those things. It's an old saying: you live by the three, you're gonna die by it. And in this case, they died by the three. You're taking all these three balls, and that's what happens. You can blame the ref all you want, but when you start looking at you, start blaming your players and the performances that they put on. And I'm gonna read it to you. I'm gonna get in my phone. I took some screenshots. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna go through game 1 to game 6 of the stats and all that. Now, I will listen. Did we get a lot of calls our way? Absolutely. But this goes back into the regular season, right? We were the most foul team in the NBA. We playing against a Warrior team that shoot the ball majority of the time. They do go to the paint, not as often. When we made our trades, right? We made our trades this year, right? When we traded with Russ and got Hachimura and all them other players, our defense became better. We went from being one of the worst defensive teams to one of the best defensive teams, if not the best defensive team in the league, right? Because we had defensive players. We got players that can spread the ball, that can shoot the ball a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And we got drivers, right? And when you play against a team like the Warriors, that all they do is shoot jumpers, what's going to happen when they come against a team like us? We're going to get fouled the most because why? We are the most aggressive team. Warriors are not. They are a 3-point shooting team. And what happens when you don't make 3 points, you're going to lose, right? Yes, they foul. Keep your hands to yourself. Even the commentators, like, even seeing the same thing. You fouling. You can't foul somebody that don't want nobody to call it, right? Listen, this is ain't 19 when we grew up watching basketball. I'm 37 years old. So when I grew up watching basketball, I grew up watching big boy, man-to-man basketball. You get fouled, and you get all this ticky-tack shit they get. Now the game is ticky-tack. This is what y'all wanted the game to be, right? Y'all wanted the game to be more offense, less defense. That's just a fact because they say defense doesn't fill up seats. They want to see people score hundreds, 200. They want people to score in the hundreds as a team and players averaging 40 a night. That's what they want. So guess what? So every little thing now, you're gonna go to the line, it's a foul, right? That's another thing. Then they want to talk, then the Warriors want to talk about flopping, right? Everybody want to talk about flopping. Oh, the Lakers flop too much. Well, I don't know if you noticed in the last 5 or 6 years, the game is just built off of flopping. Case in point, James Harden made a living, right? James Harden made a living off of getting flopping, taking jump shot. They're not really, jumping into the defender. That's a foul. Like to me, that's stupid. I don't like flopping. It should be nowhere in the game. But then when they started finding people for flopping, they getting called for flopping. Guess what? It didn't calm down. But guess what? They stopped finding players. They started getting calls. So guess what happened? Flopping comes back. That is part of the game. And just like the commentator said the other day, the Warriors flop too. So therefore, don't get mad at us because that's what the game involves into. That's not what I grew up seeing, but hey, it's not here another. I'm not here to discuss from back in the day to now. I'm not here to discuss that, right? I'm just here to just state in fact. This is all just facts. Flopping is part of the game now. This is not feelings. This is just facts. Everything that I'm telling you is just facts. This ain't fiction. This is facts, and I'm not even in my feelings, right? The Warriors want to point the finger. Well, the fans want to point their fingers at everybody but themselves, right? So let me go into facts, right? This is like I said, this is not feelings, right? This is not feelings, right? I'm gonna go into facts, right? Facts number one, right? Okay. The Lakers shot 47% from the field, right? We went 43 for 92, right? From the field goal percentage. Guess what? The Golden State Warriors went 41%. That's a fact. They shot, they made 43 out of 106, right? 3-point percentage. 24%. We from 3-point, we shot 6 for 25. Terrible, 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 right? They shot 40%. They went 21 for 53. Okay, they shot better than us, right? Free throw percentage, I ain't gonna lie. We shot 29 free throws, we made 25, and they only shot 6 free throws, right? It looks bad, right? But I'm breaking, but I got some other stuff for you, right? Turn over the ball. They turned over the ball 8. We did also. We had 24 assists. They had 30. We had 53 rebounds. They had 49, right? We had 10 blocks, which is if you get a block, they give your team momentum. You get a bit more block. We got 10 of them. They had 3, right? We had 4 steals. We had 5. We had 12 personal. We had 12 personal fouls. They had 24, right? Yes, they did foul us more, but it goes a little deeper than that, right? If you look at the shots and stuff that we made, right? Anthony Davis went 11 for 19. He had 30 points, 23 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 blocks, right? Brian James, 22 and 11, shot 9 for 24. Didn't shoot that well. That was terrible. I don't give a count who you is. 9 for 24. That is terrible shooting. I don't give a damn what you say. He shot 1 for 8. That is from the 3, but that is terrible, right? Russell went 9 for 19. It was okay, I guess. Now let's get to the Warriors, right? Let's get to the Warriors, right? Steph Curry shot 10 for 24. 10 for 24, 6 for 13 from 3-point. Now, 10 for 24, some people might say that was good. Me, not so much. That is terrible. You took 24 and made 10. Well, you know what? That's decent. That's cool. Okay. That's cool. Klay Thompson shot 9 for 25. That is terrible. Shot 6 for 16 for the 3-pointers. Okay, that's cool, right? Then Wiggins shot 6 for 14, 1 for 5 from the 3, right? Jordan Poole shot 7 for 15, 6 for 11, right? But let's get down to Klay Thompson, Mr. Splash Brothers, right? 9 for 25, right? Some people would say, a person that shoots the ball a lot, that is good. But if you like statistics and with this new thing called, that is terrible. You shot 9, you took 25 shots to make 9. That is terrible, right? Mostly all the shots came from the 3. Some, he came from driving also and stuff like that, but most of the shots came from what you call them. And then Steph went 10 for 24, right? That's just not good shooting at all when you take that many shots, bro. Like, yes, if you grew up a Kobe, if you grew up watching the Lakers and watching Kobe, my dog, rest in peace to one of the greatest. He shot the ball a ton too, right? But sometimes you can shoot yourself out of a game when you keep taking bad shots or just keep forcing threes. I know Steph Curry is the greatest shooter to ever grace this earth. He can shoot the 3 better than anybody. But 10 for 24, I don't think that's good. To me, analytics say that is not good, right? So then you go to game 2, right? We're gonna go to game 2. That's when they bust us up. It was 100 to 127. Game 2, they bust us up bad, right? They shot 51% from the field. We shot 43. They shot 50% from the 3. They actually shot better from 3. But that's another thing, right? But they also do something that they normally do. Even though they bust us up, but they still have 50 turnovers, right? They don't talk about that, right? They keep blaming on the refs, right? And this is such thing, like I always say, live by the 3, die by the 3, right? 3-pointer, they shot 21 for 42. We shot 10 for 34, right? Terrible, right? Personal fouls, you know what I'm saying? Like personal fouls, we had 15, they had 23. Once again, like I said, most aggressive team is going to win, right? The foul battle. If you're playing against a team that shoot most of the time jumpers, 9 out of 10 they won't get fouled as much unless you run into them when they're shooting the jump shot, and we don't do that. So, but once again, it's the refs' fault. But it seems to me, when they commit more fouls when they win, they don't blame it on the refs, right? They don't blame the refs never comes up into this equation. And when we got our heads bust, I didn't blame the referees. I didn't blame that we should have got more calls. I didn't blame it on nothing. I just said we got a behinds whoop, and therefore we deserve to lose because we did not come to play. Right? The stats, right? Our Lakers, Anthony Davis shot 5 for 11 on 11 points. That was terrible. When you're a player of his stature, you're supposed to get more. You're supposed to get buckets. LeBron went 10 for 18, 3 for 8 from the three-pointer. He shot good from the field goal, right? 23 points, right? Then now let's get down to the Warriors, right? Klay Thompson actually shot good. He actually shot damn good. He went 11 for 18 for field goal, and he went 8 for 11. He had 30 points, right? And Steph Curry had he had a good night, but it wasn't a Steph Curry night, right? So let's get down to when we win, right? When we bust them up, right, in game 3, right? So we get to game 3, you know what I'm saying? This is what this is what happened, right? We shot 53% from the field goal, right? 42 for 80, right? These Negroes went 40%, shot 36 out of 91, right? Now, this is where it gets interesting, right? They shot 30% as a team from the three-pointer. 30%. They went 13 for 44. So that means they was missing a lot of threes, right? Cool. We went 48%, right? Which is good. We went 15 for 31, right? Free throws, I ain't gonna lie, we had a lot of free throws. We shot 28 out of 37. We got fouled. We had 37 free throws. They only had 17. So I can see where people would say the referee was helping us out, right? But once again, you go back to what I tell you about the regular season. They led the league in fouling, right? They led the league in fouling. Like they lead the league in fouling, and they also lead the league in most three shots. So it's one of those things. Is the most aggressive team wins, right? The foul battle, which is us. We're the most aggressive team, right? They take more 3-point shots than us, and a lot of our mid range, inside the paint, stuff like that. We're gonna get fouled. Rebounds was pretty decent. Once again, remember what I said? Regular season had problems with turnovers. They had 19. They had 19 turnovers. We had 12, which was worse for us too. But they had more turnovers than we had. Right? Terrible. We both had the same amount of blocks, steals. We had 10. They had 5 due to their turnovers. Personal fouls. They had 22. We had personal fouls. We had 22. They had 21 personal fouls. Right? And so that's the stat line of the game. Now let's go to the players, Let's go to the players. The Lakers, we shot pretty good. Anthony Davis had 25 and 13 and 3 assists, 7 for 10, 0 3-pointers, 11 for 12 from the free throw line. Then LeBron had 21, 8 and 8, went 6 for 11, 2 for 4 from the 3-point line, 7 for 8 from the free throw. Austin Reeves, one of my favorite players. He did his thing. Russell had 21. But let's get to the Warriors, right? Let's get to the Warriors when they lost. Right? Klay Thompson went 5 for 14, had 15 points. Not all great Klay Thompson, you would say. And then we went 3 for 9, right? Cool. Now let's get to Steph Curry. Steph Curry had 23 points, right? 4 rebounds, 3 assists. He went 9 for 21. 9 for 21. And went 4 for 10 from the 3-point. You're supposed to win like that. You're supposed to win taking all them shots and missing them, right? And I know it's the NBA, they shoot at a high volume. I get all that. Listen, I get that. But most of the shots come from probably shooting the 3, right? So, but once again, they fail to realize they don't look at the turnover ratio. They don't look at all the shots they be missing or how many shots that they be taking and making. They don't look at that. All that go out the window when they lose. Like all that go out the window is the refs, right? It's always the refs' fault why they lose, right? So then when we won, well, that was game 3. Yeah, we win game 4, right? We win game 4. Guess what? We shot, they shot better us from the field goal, right? But they shot 29% from 3. We shot 24, right? We shot bad, like, you know what I'm saying? And free throws, we didn't miss none, right? And we shot 20. They shot 12. It's not that far off, right? It ain't like we just killing about margin of getting to the free throw line, right? The way they try to make it seem like we get 100 free throws shots a game, and they only get like 5 or something. The way they try to, the way they try to make this sound. Yeah, they had 22 personal fouls. We had 15, but once again, it goes back to they foul too much. Listen, Draymond Green. Look, I'm a fan of Draymond Green. I think he remind me of Dennis Rodman on the way he played defense, just the way he just hold everybody accountable, right? He's one of those. He's gonna be our first ballot Hall of Famer to me, I think. So people might think I'm crazy, but that's just how I feel. But they foul. You can't put your hand on a player, but don't expect nobody to call or nothing, bro. And it's kind of hard to send y'all to the free throw line when y'all just take a lot of jumpers. Y'all take a lot of 3-point shots. Like y'all are a 3-point shooting team. And one of those things, like I said again, is it is you live by the three, you die by. That's just the nature of the game. Like, let's just go to the stats. Like, like the Warriors. Steph Curry went 12 for 30, 3 for 14. He had 31 points, but he went 12 for 30. He shot 3 for 14 by the 3-point line, right? Klay Thompson shot 3 for 11, 3 for 9. But nobody want to talk about that, right? Nobody want to talk about the shooting of Klay Thompson. 3 for 11. You're a Hall of Famer, one of the greatest shooters of all time. You went 3 for 11 and 3 for 9 from the three. And yes, and 3 for 14 from the 3-point line for Steph Curry. Why y'all not talking about that, right? All the shots that y'all be missing. Like, it's it's I don't know, man. It's just it's just crazy. It's just crazy. And they don't talk about that. They don't talk about that. They don't talk about the bad shooting that they be having. They don't talk about the 4 for 14 that he shot the other. What that was yesterday. He shot 4 for 14 from 3, 11 for 28. Klay Thompson shot 3 for 19, 2 for 12 from the 3. But somehow it's the ref's fault. The ref is not making y'all shoot this bad. The refs is not making y'all shoot this bad. When the fans is gonna hold your team accountable for the BS they was doing? Y'all shoot more threes than anybody else, and y'all foul more, y'all turn the ball over more. That was the reason why y'all lost. Y'all turned the ball over too many times, right? Turned the ball over too many times and shut the ball too much. And you don't want to know how we beat y'all? Because we was a bigger team. We was bigger, more physical, and we came to play basketball. Yes, y'all might have had more 3-point shooting than us, as far as talent wise, but we was bigger than y'all, and we did what we wanted to do. Point blank period. You can blame it on the refs. Whatever helps you sleep good at night, we bust y'all behinds. Point blank period. However you want to cut the cake, y'all lost. You're going home with some hot ails, like I said we was going to do. Y'all talked all this noise. I talked all this noise and did all this, and it doesn't matter. It's not your home. Blame the referees. Y'all can make all these videos and keep talking about rough, but don't run away from the facts though. See, y'all just gave us one fact that we, that y'all filed us more than we filed y'all with the referee. But I give you multiple facts. Yeah, we went to the free throw line more than y'all. Because all we did was did the same thing we did in the regular season. Get fouled. Get to the playoffs, that's what happens. When you're a bigger physical team, you're going to get fouled. Point blank, period. Y'all are a finesse team. Y'all shoot threes. Y'all make beautiful little passes, touch passes until you get somebody open for a 3 ball. And when your threes don't fall, you can't ball. Point blank, period. And we wanted it more. How about this? Say congratulations, Lakers fans, man. It was a hell of a series, but no. Y'all want to cry and complain and blame the referees and saying this is rigged and Vegas had something to do with this and blase, wham, cry me a rig. We don't want to hear that. Y'all lost. Get over it. You smack y'all around. We was bigger than y'all. We was physical than y'all. Y'all had nobody that can hold AD. Looney was too small. Looney was not going to do what he did to the Kings. You know what I'm saying? We had a better defensive team than y'all. Y'all don't play defense. Y'all foul. Y'all put your hands on people. Like Dennis got kicked out of the game. Like Draymond Green took the ball and pushed it in the man's face. Like, what are you supposed to do? That's the type of stuff that y'all do. And y'all want to say we flop, y'all flop too, man. I don't know if y'all really watch y'all team, but y'all flop too. I don't know where you get this narrative from. Like everybody in the league flop. I don't give a. It's not about who flop more than who everybody in the league flop. You gonna do what you gotta do for your team to win. And for the ones y'all that's hating on the Lakers, don't even, your team not even in the playoffs. Just shut up, man. Nobody want to hear what y'all got. Y'all just sit back and be bitter and hate on other people that celebrating their teams win and wanna sit there and talk. Like, get your team into the playoff first. Let your team get to the playoff first, and then talk to me. I don't want to hear all that. We don't want to hear that. Let us enjoy our victory, man. Because all y'all doing is sitting around waiting for us to lose so y'all can talk noise. But some of y'all team didn't even make it. Some of y'all team didn't even make it in the play-in. So why is y'all even talking? Just sit down, sit back, and shut up and watch good basketball. This is the playoffs, man. Y'all can hate all you want, but we're not going nowhere, man. And I would like to see a Heat and a Lakers rematch again. Cause my dog full, he felt some type of way when we bust him up in that bubble. So he feel like it was a fluke. So I wanna, but we gotta get past Denver first. Denver is gonna be a good team. They're gonna be hard to beat. But I don't think Joker gonna do what he did to a boy from the Suns. I don't think he's gonna do that to AD. Now you gonna be able to have to now Joe gonna have to come out that paint because AD can shoot. So this series gonna be a little bit different because they don't have the splash brothers on their team like that. They got good players, right? But I would take our players over the Denver players anytime. I know Joker is a two-time back-to-back MVP. I know the Joker is one of those ones. His slow foot snail running up and down the court. Listen, great basketball player. But I think we can beat them. All we got to do is keep playing good basketball, play as a team, keep trusting each other. We need AD to be consistent. We know what LeBron going to do, right? We know what LeBron going to do. We just got to be more consistent. We just got to play basketball, man. I think we can, and I think we can beat them. I think we can. Like we got the team. We got the team. We got the team to get Denver out of here, man. We can make. Obviously, we showed that we can make threes. We can play defense. Um, and it's gonna be a battle. But I like the matchup. I think Lakers in 6, like always. So all we gotta do is win one game on the road. All we need is one game on the road and we good. But Tuesday, it's gonna show us, what we really made of. Come out, punch him in the face. I don't think they got nobody on their team that can hold LeBron. Joker and AD gonna X each other out because Joker gonna have to play defense now. Joker gonna have to play defense now. You can't be relaxed playing because Aiden ain't good. Aiden trash. So they're gonna have to play defense now. And so we got that. I think we're gonna get it in 6. But let's wait and see. Now they got something I want to talk about, man. Today I watched the new movie today. I watched the Jordan movie. How everything came about, right? Before I go, I wanted to talk about this. Jordan single-handedly helped save Nike. I'm gonna say they saved Nike, right? Save Nike. Save Nike. Save them. Like save Nike. Jordan handled singly, however you say the word, save Nike. They was gonna go down. I watched the movie today, which is a true story. And the real MVP in all this is Jordan's mother. That sweet lady, his mother. And God bless her soul, that's still here today with us. She's the real MVP. What that woman did and Mrs. Jordan did, man, was spectacular. She is the GOAT. She orchestrated that deal. She got her son to take the meeting. Like everything that's Jordan brand had started with his mama. And of course, Nike had brilliant people there, but it was his mother. It was his mother, man. And why Jordan is the GOAT, you might say, right? They were struggling in the basketball department. They wasn't speaking to the urban community because, like they said, and the cast was good too. By the way, the movie was good too. Not just because I'm a Jordan fan, but the movie was really good. Gave you insight of what was going on at the time, right? Um, but their basketball was struggling, right? Struggling, and they probably were gonna go bankrupt, right? But um, Jordan mother got him to where he's the first. Jordan is the first player, NBA player, to ever get a deal to whatever shoe his name is on, he get a percentage of it. Back then, that wasn't heard of. No player was getting money like that. Nobody, no player. You know, they signed it, you know, they got 250,000 for 5 years. That's all they got, right? And of course marketing. But $250,000 was your contract. That what you was on for 5 years. What Jordan Mama did, got him his $250,000 for 5 years, and whatever his name was on, he got a percentage of it. Genius, man. That's why I say black mothers, the most smartest people in the world. Brilliant. It would if it wasn't for Jordan, it wasn't for Jordan mom, it would be no LeBron. Nike would not even be here. That's just because they were struggling. It wasn't going because at that time Converse and Adidas was the standard, right? Adidas is where Jordan wanted to go. Adidas is where Jordan wanted to go. But his mama seen opportunity. And the man who sold it to her, you know, he was straight up with her and stuff like that. And if it wasn't for Jordan. But let me, you know, this is, you know what? I'm gonna name this podcast episode 5, Sports Facts. That's what I'm gonna call this, Sports Facts, right? So Jordan his first year with the Nike brand / Jordan, that man sold 162 million in the first year with Nike. Do you hear me? 162 million. The Jordan brand alone, just the Jordan brand, take it away from not even with Nike, just the Jordan brand, right? Sells 400 is worth makes $400 billion in sales annually. Jordan is the GOAT on the court and off the court. Nobody shoe. I don't give a care who it is. Nobody shoe would ever do better than Michael Jordan. And we got his mama to thank for that. We got Michael Jordan to thank for that. And all these athletes that signed, like KD, LeBron, y'all to thank this man. Y'all to thank his mother, if anything. Because if it wasn't for Jordan signing with Nike and making that deal and getting a percentage of his shoe that his mama helped him get, that there would be no LeBron James shoes. There would be no KD shoes. There would be no Ja Morant shoes. There would be no Jason Tatum signing with Jordan. It would be none of that. Think about that, man. You know, and Michael Jordan alone, this man makes he reportedly he makes $400 million a year in revenue shares. This man makes $400 million a year with this just Jordan brand. Come on, man, let that sink into you, bro. He gonna get that for the rest of his life. And then when he go on, his family going to. So Michael Jordan is a family legacy. Like this is a legacy. This is an empire. That Michael Jordan brand is an empire. His kids, grandkids, kids going to eat forever off this brand. Let that sink in, man. Let that sink in for y'all, bro. Let that sink in, man. Let that sink in for y'all for a minute. Great movie. I said, any sneakerhead, any Jordan fan like myself, y'all will appreciate that movie, man. It's a dope movie. Go check it out. Got the good actors in there. But just let that sink in for a minute, man. And make sure you like and subscribe, ring the notification bell, man. I'm your boy Ab G, man. And you know the motto till you see me again, man. Fuck with your boy, man. Excuse my language. I have been working on my cussing. I'm trying not to curse as much. So please forgive me on that. But rock with your boy, man. And may God bless y'all Hope y'all enjoyed this episode. This is for my sports fans, man. I have some other stuff coming. I just waiting on my homeboy, but this is 163 The Ville Podcast, episode 5, sports facts. And rock with your boy, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend, because I'm gonna enjoy mine. Till y'all see me again, man. Peace.